Okay, I'm gonna continue now. Okay, so the best choice for tier 3, in my opinion, for every beginner is dual sabers. Once again, you can go for the one and only Firebrand hilt, but if you want to save time, just leave it on Arbiter, even though Arbiter is a terrible hilt. Um, of course, the saber colors are insanely important, and they have to match. So, purple and green are literally the most amazing colors ever combined. No, okay, jokes aside. So I really recommend you to go for dual sabers, simply because it's the easiest and the most consistent way of defeating all the bosses you have to defeat, and also doing the skip in kor2. You can do everything with standard or double-bladed saber as well, but I really recommend going for this. So we're going with double sabers. Okay, tier 3. In tier 3, we skip the second mission. This is the one you definitely don't want to do. The one with the mutated rancor. It's really slow and really hard to learn. So the first thing we're going to go into is Shangri-La. Shangri-La is a rift, and at this point, it does not really matter anymore what you put your force points in. You want to have heal 2 and rage 2 at least, protect 3 at least, and then I really recommend going for absorb, because absorb is just generally useful. Having it on rank 3 is really nice. Okay, so for weapons, on every tier 3 mission you choose Stuker, because Stuker is just the best weapon in the game, honestly. And everything else doesn't really matter. Cool, we're on Rift now. So first thing you do on Rift is equip your Stuker so that you don't waste force. As I said before, your force is not going to regen if you jump around with your saber. And then you push this block, then you go around, and then you fall down here. I really recommend killing this guy. He's really annoying. Okay, and then on Rift there's this huge thing people do here, like this insane skip that saves a shit ton of time and is really difficult. I'm gonna show you a nice backup for both of the, or like for the entire thing. It's gonna be probably nice. So maybe you were to dual sabers at this point. So the most important attack you have to learn, and basically the only one, is this. That's just crouching, holding W, and tapping left click, and this saber whirl or something. I don't even know what it's called, but it's completely and utterly overpowered, and it's really easy. It's unparryable. It doesn't cost force, and it allows you to move while you do it. So there's literally no reason to not use this on everyone. Just gonna kill everyone really fast. So yeah, I think my frames are dropping. So my internet's getting worse at this point. That's fantastic. But I'm locally recording this, so great. So on Rift, there is a thing you want to do, and that is right here. You can see that when I touch a trigger that is in front of me right now, this bridge is going to start crumbling there. And you have to avoid this trigger. With have to, I mean you should, but it would be really nice if you did, because it makes your life way easier. And as you can see, you can just jump over it. And that's what I recommend you. You should just jump on this thing, and then jump really high and jump over it, and then land here. Because now on tier 3 you can jump way higher than on tier 2. Just go here, jump over the trigger, and you know you missed it, like successfully, when this bridge is not crumbling. When this bridge is not crumbling, you know you did it right. Okay, fantastic. So now that we did this, actually I'm going to show you what happens if I don't do this. So now I hit the trigger. I'm gonna go down here. This guy is a huge annoyance, as you can see. He just killed me. So this guy is annoying. Oh, nice quick climb. Sick. So this guy's here. He's gonna annoy me. So if I skip this huge trigger, I just jump over it. Nobody's here. I just despawn everyone except for this guy who's not going to bother you at all. And not only that, like this guy is gone, but also these guys down here. For some reason, they're like two cultists that are insanely annoying, and you also despawn them by passing over this trigger. And I can assure you, you are going to lose runs to these guys if you don't despawn them. Like, trust me. Alright, so the next thing you're gonna do here is go over to this thing. So either you do the chain. I'm sorry, I should really have a quick save. So we jump over it. Maybe we heal a bit. So there's a chain you can do here if you want. It goes from this part onto the bridge, onto this, and then you just go really high, and then you protect and roll all your way. If you don't want to do this chain, because this chain is actually difficult, you can do an easier version. Get on the side of this, and then get a boost here. You can also Stuker this if you want, and then just protect, and you're fine. So now you're here. This is where you should be. These guys are not here. If these guys are here, you made something wrong. And then you go into this corner right here, just somewhere over here, and then you can get a boost. Like there's a really cool strat here for the leap of faith. You're gonna get a boost on the side of this ramp, like that, and then you can Stuker, and then you can get a boost all the way to the end. And then make sure you protect. If you don't do that, or if you don't want to do that because it's too hard, you can also just honestly walk down. It's not a big deal. I mean, this strat is kind of cool, so I wanted to show it. But if you're not confident in this, just walk your way over here and Stuker if you want, and protect. Also these guys, you can kill them if you want, you don't have to. Alright, so here, use Sense, push these things in. So here's also a nice chain you can do if you want, but it's difficult. So this is actually not really crumbling, by the way. You can stay for half an hour or really as long as you want. Like nothing's gonna kill you here, except for this guy maybe. Like this is not actually a time thing. So you can just walk your way out of here, it doesn't matter. And then there's two ways what you can do. You can just walk onto the bridge and fall down, and the level's gonna end, or you can just jump and the level's gonna end, or you can jump over and the level's gonna end. There's like a million ways to end this. See? Yeah, so that's easy strats on Rift. I hope that's enough. Okay, once again, skip this. Go until Yalara or Hevel. Get Absorb 3. Get Stuker. Skip the cutscene. Equip Stuker. That's the first thing you should do most levels. Just equip away your saber because it's annoying. It drains your force. So here's a cutscene. We're gonna skip that simply by jumping up here. So there was a nice ledge grab I did here. So you can also just jump around. It doesn't really matter. You also don't have to ledge grab. Just make sure you're here and then curve your way over to this platform. That shouldn't be too hard. If it is too hard, then whatever. Just watch the cutscene and take the elevator. But yeah, you can see that this skips like a nice amount. Like you would end up here, you skip all the way over here, and these guys are not spawned if you do it, so. And I don't think this jump is really hard. Okay, now comes another big skip. Like mostly all of the levels we visited so far in Tier 3 and Tier 2, there's a big skip. So what you want to do here, there's a hard version on top of this, but really the easiest version is to get on top of this bump and then jump into the wall and just believe in yourself, because you can walk on this and it's not really hard to land on it. Like even if you overshoot it by a lot, you will most likely land on it and you can walk on it and it's not really too dangerous. And then do a really big jump all the way on top of this balcony. So now we're here. Okay, so this skip's also gonna cost you a bunch of nerfs, I think. It's kind of hard. The reason is, first of all, that you have to do it from this kind of higher elevated thing onto the lower ground, and it's hard to learn to jump like this. Like it's really hard. The second problem is, if you get too close to the wall here, you're gonna get a wall run, as you can see. I can show you that. See? Goodbye, I'm dead. So this requires a lot of practice, but I think it's worth it. So you want to land on this thing right there, and then stay close to the wall, and then Stuker, and then you're gonna land somewhere over here. And if you're good, you get a good jump, You can also just land on you can also land on the thing right away. Like that. So one thing I can recommend is maybe trying this out in first person, even though it may be awkward at first, because first person gets rid of the wall run you can do. Like there's no wall running, there's no swag in first person. And so I usually do this in first person like this, because then I don't have to worry about the wall run. I can just chill and do the jump. And Stuker maybe, yeah. You can see that the general direction is always, yeah, you can get it. So let's say you got the jump, but you fell down to the lower part. So that's kind of annoying. So hopefully you're gonna learn that fast. So especially when you're on the high part right here, it's really, really hard to inch yourself forward like that and not fall down. It's really difficult. But once you're here, I think the jump is kind of easy. I would recommend you to always, as usual, jump away from walls. Like don't, like, if you look like this, do not touch the D key. Like jump with A and then later go with D once you're in the air. And then here, this jump requires you to have 46 force points. If you have 46 or more, you can make this with a ledge grab. You can't make it without a ledge grab, by the way. Like that. Okay, so this is Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod is a huge room with a bunch of stairs and a bunch of people wanting to kill you. And for Lightning Rod, I would recommend this time to unequip your Stuker and equip your sabers. The reason is people in this room are gonna totally destroy you if you don't have your sabers out. Like, I'm serious. So especially there's one guy. There's a guy without a lightsaber, like this one, and he is, yeah. That's why this room is called Lightning Rod, okay? So he's like always gonna lightning you. And lightning, I'm gonna show you what happens when I don't have my sabers equipped and I get lightninged. You can see what happens. Oh, nice. That was the first thing that happens. They always let you fall down. Yeah. So I'm on 30 HP now, and I'm dead. So sabers out for this room, okay? Sabers out is a good meme, but it's actually true. And this room, you need to play it like really safe. Like really, even at a high level, you have to play this room safe. The reason is, when you get lightninged, you can't force jump. Okay, so it cancels your jump, and they're gonna cancel your jump in the middle of the most important jumps. It's horrible. This room is a mess. Like, it's just terrible. You're gonna hate this room. But I'm gonna show you like a basic way. Just walk, jump up here, and then do not do this jump. Just walk around. And if this guy blocks you, just kill him with a saber wall. Cool. So we can unequip sabers again and walk to the end. But for these bombs, you don't actually have to click them. You can just hold E or hold use and run into them, and you're gonna plant them like that. So there's no timing to this. And that's the end of the level. Cool, so we're on Biss now, nearing the end of the game. For Biss, I like to take Mind Trick 1. Mind Trick 1 is the only thing that works. If you have Mind Trick 2, then it's worthless, and Mind Trick 3 too. So make sure if you do the Mind Trick strat that you have Mind Trick on level 1 and nothing else. And once again, get Stuker. Stuker is the best. I think my game crashed. No, not yet. Okay. Oh wait, now it crashed. Good old Jedi Academy. So I'm just gonna use my save now because I'm lazy. Okay, so this is the level you're most likely gonna get lost on. So, and also you're gonna die on this level a lot. So two things I recommend is keep track of your health. Like, make sure it's 100. Like, I'm not joking. And the second thing is make sure you know where to go. And don't Don't be greedy with your force points. So when you think, oh no, I'm taking a bunch of damage now, then use protect. Like in this room, for example. Really easy to die in this room. So for this room, you want to kill this guy over here, and I would recommend you to use saber throw. Because on level 3, like on tier 3, your saber throw becomes homing. So it automatically recognizes this guy as a target, and you can throw it wherever you want, and it's gonna always kill him, as you can see. And then here, there's something annoying I have to explain. Wait a second. So the problem when using hold, I mean use, and you getting shot is it triggers a slow-mo. Maybe. Sometimes. Oh my god. Okay, it doesn't, but trust me, it does. So if you get shot and you hold use, then you're gonna trigger a slow-mo that's gonna drain 50% of your force, like 50 force points. And it's also gonna slow you down and mess up everything, and it's just fucking terrible that they put this in the game in the first place. So for pushing this key card, so make sure you tap it, okay? Don't hold it. If you hold it, you're gonna get like stupid animations like I don't even know, slow-mos. You can jump up this elevator. So here's where I recommend you to use protect. 100% protect here. Always protect. Protect is good. Do the same thing with this button. Tap it, don't hold it. Then go back. These guys block you, then just kill them. And make sure you have protect when you kill them. And then just heal up. And then here with this hallway, it's the same. Just wait until you have a bunch of force. Protect. And then run in. And there's like 2 Stuker guys, you can just kill them. And then you kill the barrier. And here comes the real end boss of this level, and it's the rocket guy. And the rocket guy, you have to take care of him, okay? Don't leave him alive. Like, this guy is the worst. He's your worst nightmare. He's the most fearsome enemy in the entire game, I would say. So there's 2 ways you can deal with him. Either you kill him once you see him, or you mind trick him. So I usually mind trick him. I run into this, and then I tap mind trick, and then he forgets about me, as you can see, and just does his business, and I don't even know. And he doesn't follow you. So make sure you either kill him or you mind trick him. And I'm serious, please do not let him alive. He's gonna kill your runs. So here, if you want to jump on the second light. Oh, on the third light, I'm sorry. But once again, I'm gonna show you this hallway because it's really difficult. Protect. Kill these guys. Shoot the barrier. Mind trick. And go. And then you can use your sabers here so you don't get shot too much. Okay, so if you want to jump early in this elevator, then jump on the third light. So I go into third person, and when the third light crosses my legs, I go. And then here you can jump up like this. So here I recommend entering this with your sabers out, because if you don't, then there's not going to be a reticle or a crosshair. And now there is, so I like the crosshair because I can see where I'm shooting. And don't worry too much about the patterns, just shoot the guys once you see them. Don't worry about losing time here, because you will lose time. So now comes the reason why you want full health. So you have to fall down this thing, and yeah, so a good way, I didn't quick save again, nice. So a good way to do this is by using protect and rolling, because that spares you the most amount of damage. And that's kind of important because at the end you have to kill a bunch of guys, and they can easily kill you, especially if you let the rocket guy alive. So make sure you have at least 80 health here, and you quick save, and then you roll and protect. And then you move out of this corridor as fast as possible. That's what I recommend, and jump down here. And then from here on, kill all the stormtroopers you see. This guy, and this one hiding, and this guy. And then there's the Imperial officer. He has to die too. And now the level ends. There's nothing much special here, just Make sure you don't die. It's really annoying. Okay, now comes the second annoying mission, which is in reality really, really, really fun once you grasp the movement in this game. The problem with this level is you're gonna get lost in it a lot. Like, really a lot. So, make sure you play through it a bit and you get a feel for where to go, because there's no way that the game's telling you what to do at any given point. You just have to memorize. So once again, switch away from the lightsaber. But there's some really cool chains that you can do here, like this one or this one. I mean, at this point, I think you get the idea of just jumping from high ground to low ground. This one, but this is really hard, so don't do this. But instead, what you could do is just get a boost here. So that was the first bomb. The second bomb is right around the corner here. Yeah, there's nothing really much I can explain here other than show you a bunch of chains and hope that you find the way. Oh yeah, so one thing about this bomb, if you drop into the bomb from like high, then you can sometimes get stuck on it. Like you clip into the bomb and you can't get out anymore. And a way to avoid this is to not jump into the bomb. That's one thing. And also don't hold crouch. So for example, if I do this, now I'm stuck into the bomb, right? I can't do anything. But the cool thing is if I hold crouch, I can crouch out of it. See, now I'm stuck, I crouch, and I'm out. And this doesn't work if you do not crouch. So make sure you do not crouch into this bomb. So there are 3 bombs on each side of the level. Like there's your ship in the middle. So you can see here, there's your ship, and I just collected this one, and this one. And now I go back to my ship and I collect the other 3, and then I go back to my ship. Yeah, but the map doesn't tell you where you are, so it doesn't help you a tiny bit. If you do not know how the level looks, then this doesn't help you. Because it doesn't tell you which ones you already disarmed. I do some nice Stuker boosting here, but you should not really worry about this. And then the next 3 bombs, so this is the second area. It's easier to find your way in the second area because one bomb is here, one bomb is here, and one bomb is here. So the order in which you collect them is really up to you. It doesn't really matter. It's also one of the missions just like tier 1 where I can't really explain much because you really have to go through it yourself and do it a lot of times so that you memorize where to go. And then you're gonna find out the really cool movement you can do here. On your own, probably. That was some nice force swag. I like to do this chain, for example. This chain is really cool. But don't worry about it. So now that we disarmed all those 6 bombs, we have to talk about this guy right here. So Boba Fett, he has 3 different weapons, actually 4 together with a fire thrower, but so this is his first weapon, it's the blaster rifle, and the blaster rifle has 2 different modes. This is the first mode, and the one with the burst fire is the second mode. And this is gonna be your friend, probably. Like, when he's in this mode, then, and you enter the final area of the game, he's always gonna preserve the weapon that he has currently, unless you get really, really unlucky with the timing. So the other weapons you can have is rocket launcher and sniper. And both rocket launcher and sniper are kind of annoying to deal with, but you can kind of avoid him having these weapons when you just force him to see you like that. Now he sees me constantly, he's not gonna change away. Like, he's always gonna have blaster rifle until I move away from him or he doesn't see me anymore. And so if you want to manipulate it, then do it this way, but I don't recommend it, manipulation, so just go with whatever he has and then learn the backups. Okay, so blaster rifle is nice, because if I go into the end now, he's gonna spawn always up there, always, and then he's gonna get close to me, because he's in blaster rifle mode. See? Like, he comes down, and I can just saber wall him, and he's dead. If he has another weapon, which I'm gonna attempt to do here by just making him forget where I am for a tiny bit. don't know if I can make this work. I've never actually attempted this. No. So he can have another weapon. I probably have to jump away at some point so he doesn't see me anymore for a long time. But if he has a rocket launcher, he's gonna fly around for the most part and does not come close to you. And what you have to do then is pull him close to you. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm sorry, I cannot show this, but... So what you do then is you wait here until he comes down, or until he flies close to you, and then you aim at him and pull. I think I did it. Yeah, see, this can happen. He's like a pretty good idiot. Are you fucking serious? Did it just happen? Oh god. That was hilarious. Okay. So one thing you can do also is you can jump on this and then go up to where he spawns. Also, I'm pretty low health. And then do a crouch climb, and then he stands here and you can kill him. But really, this is kind of, it's hard. So usually when he has blaster rifle, you're happy. You can just speed. Oh, now he has rocket launcher. See, like he's flying around. I pull him down and I kill him with speed. It's hard to describe what you have to do. Really, it's a difficult fight to understand. But yeah, pulling is a pretty good strategy, I would say. But if he has the sniper rifle, then there's like nothing you can do except oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm not allowed to no target here apparently. Yeah, so bounty is a great mission, as you can see. And this takes forever now just because of this. Okay, so he's gonna kill me again, right? Okay, so pretend he has blaster rifle. So, sorry, disruptor rifle. So when he has disruptor, he's not gonna come down on his own. And what you want to do then is you want to jump up onto this door frame and get on top of this, and then do a jump. But this is really difficult, so make sure you practice this before you try it out. And that's probably all I want to say to this level, because it's better if you, yeah, it's hard to describe. It's better if you find it out on your own. Okay, here come the next 4 missions, the last 4 actually, the last 4 story missions, and they have a bunch of pretty huge skips too, especially Task for 1, which is the first one. So in Task for 1, once again, change away from your saber, run over here, and then there's this thing where we have to climb this building, and the end of the level is right there. And the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna jump on top of this guy, and then ledge grab this. And so a really good way to do this is, a lot of people try to do it like this, and this is really difficult. Don't do that. Just walk until you're here, and then curve out so you have a lot of time reacting to what's going on. Okay. So make sure you go out a lot to the right, like that, so you can actually see what's going on and aim your jump. And this jump is also kind of difficult, so give yourself time with this. In case you don't want to do this, the elevator that you have to use, or that you can use instead, is right here. I'm dumb. It's not. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There it is. No, it's not. Am I dumb? You can't use this elevator? Okay, whatever. Forget what I'm saying. Yeah. Just do this. Yeah, it is this elevator, but you have to go outside and press the button. Yeah, you have to press this button, right? Yeah. So the second thing you can do is, if you don't want to do the trooper jump, there's a ledge here, but it requires you to have like a pretty huge jump. But maybe that's easier for you, so I don't know. But you can just jump on top of this and then have a quick save. And then jump over here, and then jump over here, and now, yeah, so you did the first skip. The second skip is a bit harder because of this ledge here. The problem is that it's sloped, and a lot of people that are starting the game, they this guy is so fucking annoying. Okay. The problem with this ledge is a lot of new players are gonna start doing this. Like they start up jumping against the ledge like this. And this is a very bad idea because there's a quick climb and there's also the ledge itself which eats jump inputs. So I strongly recommend just getting on the ledge like this by walking. And then walking parallel and then jumping. Like that. This is way easier. Okay, so we land on top of this. I also recommend crouching because crouching makes you slower and it reduces the chance of you gliding off. And then all you gotta do is jump up here, and this jump costs 26 force. And then there's the thing with invisible bridge people do, but we don't do that. We just go over here and use the elevator because it's really fast. Don't believe in yourself, the bridge is actually here. And that was the level. So that skips about 3.5 minutes of gameplay. For this I will once again swap away from your lightsaber and get up here. And once again there's a guy without like a lightsaber. Excuse me, I have to clear my throat. Alright, excuse me. So it's kind of insane how much talking for 3 hours hurts your voice. Okay, so here there's a guy without a lightsaber again. And once again, for everyone that doesn't have a lightsaber, for all the cultists that don't have a lightsaber, you don't want to cross them without your saber, okay? This is the exception. The one and only exception is the Force users. So once there's a guy who can use the Force, like who uses Force exclusively or uses it frequently, then do not cross them without a saber because it makes them way less aggressive for some reason. Way more aggressive. So if I pass them with my lightsaber, the chance of them messing like around with lightning, grip, pull, push, stuff like that is way lower when you have your saber out. And also it reduces the lightning damage considerably. So when you jump over them, always use your lightsaber. So if he grips you, say, yo, please grip me, use absorb. Because absorb gives you 100 force instantly. So in contrast to push, which costs you force, as you can see. It costs me 30 force to push them. So always use absorb instead of push if you have it on level 3. Alright, cool. So there's this cool skip here. This is the rocket factory. It's called rocket factory because, yeah, for obvious reasons. And there's like a cool skip you can do here. First of all, I have to get rid of these guys because they're annoying. Cheats are not enabled. Fantastic. So in Rocket Factory, there's a skip you can do. You can skip to the upper floor immediately. You skip like at least 40 seconds. So I recommend doing this. A really easy way of doing this, but doing it with Vino boosts. There's a setup you can do. So you can see this texture right here. There's this rectangle. Place yourself here next to the rectangle. Look 90 degrees left and just hold jump. And at the end, hold W and crouch. Jump, 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 W, crouch. Boom, you're up. And, okay, maybe look here and not left. Because if you look here where I'm looking, then you're gonna end up in the corner, I believe. Yeah, so it's kind of easier when you do it like this. But it's all about crouch timing. So if you miss this trick, it's because you crouch at the wrong timing. If you're not comfortable with this, then you can always consider spawning these guys. So they're like 2 guys now. 2 of your friends. And they're gonna fight you and I don't know. And you can also use them to jump up if you want. But maybe that's easier for you, I don't know. If you either, like, if you don't want to do that either, you can also, some people jump up here on this thing directly, but it's hard, so I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. I would probably recommend the first version. Yeah, as you can see, jumping on top of their heads is sometimes hard. Alright. Sick. So this is the next room right here. Oh yeah, one thing I should probably talk about when you do the first skip. So I have to walk back to that point again. So if you do the Vino boost method, we go to the right, like here. So, oh, Jesus Christ. So there's still the cutscene. So you can see Laura is standing there. So once I touch this invisible wall here, there's the cutscene with the guy spawning right inside of you. There he is. Sometimes when you jump like that, you can get. I'm gonna try getting stuck in him because it's kind of hilarious. It's hard. But yeah, sometimes you get stuck in him. And I mean stuck, I mean literally stuck. You're like clipped into him and you can't move anymore. So if you do this skip, I recommend just running, okay? So run either on the ledge or run here. Goodbye. And that guy's just gonna jump down on its own. See? Goodbye. So this room, it also has a non-force user, but there's a nice strat you can do. So once you enter the room, jump over them and get a boost. Like that. Okay, so if you miss this, don't worry. Just take your saber out. Or this is gonna happen. But in 10 times worse. But yeah, this is not too hard of a boost, I think. So this guy's also a force user. So once again, in this hallway, take your saber out and jump close to the corner so he doesn't like kill you or something. So you can either push this guy away or you can also kill him. And then there's a big problem. Like this room is also like this level in general is really important because it's hard for beginners. It's really hard for beginners and it's easy to mess up and lose a lot of time. So here there's the part where you press this and you're supposed to use speed here because otherwise you're gonna miss it. See? The blue thing is gonna reappear after a while. So if you don't want to use speed, because speed costs 50 force and it makes you really slow, you can do it without speed by doing like a nice jump and maybe another one. The problem is sometimes this guy blocks you and this guy pulls you back. So make sure on Tasker 2 that you quick save. Like I don't even know how important it is. On other levels it's already important, but on this level, if you do not quick save, you are getting wrecked. Like so many runs have been killed on this level because of force people killing you, or like if you want to be safe and you're on really good pace, then just fucking kill these guys. Like whatever, just take your time and waste 10 seconds, but make sure you don't get stuck in this room trying this 15 times in a row and not getting it because you made a bad quick save or something. Just take your time in this level. So same goes for the next room that's coming up. So here you can just walk off and protect. If you miss the protect, you can roll. Rolling also does not kill you if you have enough HP, and you can also roll and protect. Like it's totally okay if you do that. So then we take the elevator up. So I'm not going to show you quick cycle strats here because they were like way too difficult. Instead, just jump, kill this guy. So then a thing you can do is either you jump on the railing like that, but that's difficult. So maybe refrain from doing that. Instead, go to the left, look parallel to this, and then jump off. So if you're a cool kid, you can off that jump, you can get a chain on top of one of these blocks. I'm gonna try showing it like that. Okay, so that's the chain. And then you can continue that chain on the side of the conveyor belt. But that's difficult, so please do not waste your time on this. Right? This is the chain. It's really fucking hard. Don't do it. Instead, just jump over here, and then take your time. Maybe jump over these guys because they deal a lot of damage. And then jump over here. So once again, force users around this corner. Take your saber out. Please take your saber out. Take your fucking saber out here. Don't be sad when you lose runs because you didn't take your saber out. Just take your saber out. Thank you. Absorb if you want to. Absorb is perfect. So, and now we wait. So this is perfect. Just wait here. And jump through. So if you don't want to do that, because it's hard, like this is actually hard, like this room is going to cost you a lot of runs too, you can always use rage. If you have more than 25 HP, use rage and take your time. Just play it slow, play it safe, jump on top of this thing, jump up, and then if you're worried about your HP, there's health and shields and even more health right after this, so there's no reason not to play this super safe. Also, if you fall down, do not try to jump back up, okay? Just crouch and wait here. Wait in this corner, right here. Just wait. The block's gonna come, and then move through. Just, this room is like, I can't even stress how important it is to stay relaxed in this room. Like, this room is gonna go terribly wrong if you're like stressed, and if you're like, oh, I'm good pace, I have to do cool super speed tricks. No, just rage. Or just calm down, play it safe, kill the guys that annoy you, like this guy. If he kills you, just cheese him with a stupid whirl attack. Fantastic. Okay, so the next room, there's even more dudes killing you. Once again, we're going to ignore them all. Okay, so walk into the cutscene, jump straight up. So here, there's another really hard trick. So you want to jump over here in one chain. So I would probably recommend this once again doing like this, like walk parallel to this and then curve your way over it like that. I think that's the best way of doing that. Yeah, rage in game, not in real life. Calm down and rage, exactly. So if you're having trouble with this, oh yeah, first of all, you cannot quickline these. Or you can, but you're gonna get weird force swag like this, as you can see. Like sometimes you can, but most of the time you're gonna get this. So I see people doing stuff like this. I don't approve this, not at all. Just, I mean, take a step back and play it safe or something. I don't even know. And yeah, so Prasco is right. So right here, always also have your saber out. Like saber is so important on Tasker 2. The reason why you want to have your saber out is once you touch this thing up here, there's a cutscene. And after the cutscene, you're going to decide if you kill or save Rush. Just like with the animals, you know. But we are going to kill Rush. And the problem is, if you do not have your saber out, then you can't kill him. Because the game's just going to be like, yo, you put your saber away, so rip that choice. So you just went light side. Boom. Bam. That's kind of bad if you want to kill him. So make sure you have saber out when you jump into the cutscene. Alright, now we're gonna go and kill Rush. So next, why we are gonna kill Rush, the reason is that the cutscene right here, it features Alora. Oh man, it's a really short cutscene. So right in this cutscene, there's Alora sitting up on the pillar to your right. And the cool thing is she's vulnerable. So she's not vulnerable in light side cutscene, by the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill Rush and immediately hit restart in the cutscene. So we're going to enter the cutscene, and that's going to spare us the entire stupidly hard Alora fight. Instead, we just go up here. On the level ends. Cool. Okay, core 1. Core 1, sabers out. Sabers out for this guy. Gonna wreck you. Sabers out for these guys. Even though they're busy. Sometimes they kill each other really quickly. Sabers out for this guy. Really important. Sabers out for this guy. Really important. Just, I mean, if you're having trouble with this room, just absorb. And push this. Push this. Push this. Okay, now you can disable absorb. So now I recommend having a quick save right here. So now there comes a hard trick to explain. I'm gonna no target for this. So if you're slow with this trick, it gets difficult. Like, because on dark side, unfortunately, these Jedi guys are gonna kill you eventually when they're done with the cultists. So a lot of the times, that's why there's a nice meme here where with the I am a Jedi thing. A lot of the times it's better to just kill them, because otherwise they are going to disturb you doing the skip here. For the skip is about hitting these pillars right here. So this is the end of the level. Right here, there's the end of the level. And all you gotta do in this level is destroy these two pillars, and then the door opens and you can go to the end. And usually you have to go through the entire thing. It's a really long way, but we're not gonna do that, because the cool thing is we can just go here and throw our saber through the ground, and it's going to kill these two chains and allow us to go down immediately, which was designed to be an exit for you once you went through the entire thing. And there's two nice setups you can do. One setup is you go into, like, so when you look at this pillar, it goes up and down, okay? There's an up part and like a ramp, and there's a lower part, and then there's a ramp. And so you go to the ramp, like to the corner where the ramp starts, like right here. This is the setup, okay? Walk against it, and then you draw your saber, you crouch, and then you just aim at the chain. Like you can see the chain with your crosshair, okay? So you aim at the chain until it gets red, and then you hit right click and you immediately press 1 to deactivate it, like that. Boom, easy setup. Another way to do this, oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. Can't believe it. Okay, I'm gonna show you the beginning again then. Oh, I hate when this stuff is in a tutorial and people don't know what they're doing. But here I am. So I'm gonna do this nice and safe with the saber. Okay. So you can see this attack is totally balanced. So another setup for this, oh, I have to kill this guy too. Another setup is get close to the thing, like on the side of this part. Get close here, and you can, once again, you can see the chain right here, and do the same thing. Just right click and immediately hit 1. Like that. So that's the other setup. And you can do this on both sides. So either you do it here, aim at the chain, or you do it here, aim at the chain. Okay? Easy peasy. Easy skip. And then here you just destroy the two pillars. And then you ledge grab this, and then you ledge grab that. And then you roll on top of this guy's head. And boom, core 1 done. Only one level left. Okay. So here is where the Stucker gun once again comes in really handy. So I hope at this point you know what pull cancelling is. If not, go back to the beginning of the tutorial. So the beginning and the end of the level are next to each other. So there's the end of the level, or the end of the game I should say. And the cool thing is we can skip everything by just doing a simple trick, and this is not simple at all. So we're not gonna worry with this trick. I'm not gonna bother you. So this is what you would do optimally. But instead, what we do is we just hold W. Oh god, we don't get wrecked by these guys. Just sabers out, why not? We just go down here, because why not? We walk down here, jump over here, and then you're just gonna do this. And if you want, you can Stucker, but you don't have to Stucker. This is not a hard jump, I don't think. Just hold space long enough that you don't get enough, that you do get enough height. Okay, cool. So this is one strat. Another thing you can do. Another thing you can do is you can jump on the low part of this ramp and do it like this. And you can see that I land on 1 HP. And the reason for this is that you went dark side, and for some reason on dark side you cannot die of fall damage anymore. So no matter how many times you fall on 1 HP, you can't die. It's impossible. And so for this jump, the problem is the hardest thing is probably hitting this ramp, because you have to hit it at the lower part. If you hit it at the high part, you're gonna be too high to hit the jump boost here. So make sure you're like way down into this corridor. Then make a quick save, land on the lower part, and then just curve right and right and right and right. And then if you want, just double Stucker, because why not? Double Stucker is cool. See, there's like You shouldn't miss this jump. Hopefully. I hope. Good luck. Okay, so now all we do is walk up these stairs and walk here. You can also heal if you want, because 1 HP is maybe a bit scary for you. And you can get a boost here if you want. Sabers out for these guys. Cool. So now pretend this never happened. So now there's the final fight of the game. For the final fight, I recommend that you wait for 100 force. Okay, so just stay here, 100 force. If these guys go on your nerves, you can also go earlier at like 90 or 80 force, but maybe it's worth to just avoid them by a bit and wait until you have 100 and then touch the trigger. So as soon as you skip the cutscene, speed, boom, and then do a world attack. It doesn't matter what Tavian does, you will always kill her. See? It's always a one-shot. Boom. And the same, like, for Kyle it's a bit difficult, because Kyle is not a guaranteed one-shot, and he has a lot more difficult, or a lot more things he can do to mess around, or to mess you up, and to screw you with your speed. So usually you want to wait for him to be like, yeah, it's hard, but in general, yeah, this is what can't happen. Exactly, that's what I wanted to show. So he has an attack where he drains your saber, and because you slow down time, it's going to slow down this animation too. And once you're in speed, he should be a free kill, but getting into speed without getting wrecked by like one of his animations is kind of tricky. So what you do is you skip the cutscene and you make a quick save. Bam. Okay, now I'm safe. Now I can speed. And if he does this, you just quick load back and try again. Boom. And that's the end of the game. You successfully beat Jedi Academy. Good job. Okay, so that was it. Once again, please feel free to contact any of us. Go to the Discord. Join the Discord. Go to the speedrun.com page. There's a lot of resources and cool people you should follow on Twitch. I think it still was 3.5 hours again, but we cut it in 4 pieces, so I think maybe this time it's better. I should probably make a quick tutorial on avoiding for swag and just attach it maybe on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe I should do that. But yeah, thanks for watching.